Now, this, we're going to use the same figures because that's what I'm getting you to do. That's what I want you to do in your example. Okay? I hope these aren't the same figures. Sure, what the hell? If they are, they are. I'm so tired and distracted by so many different things, as I'm sure you are, and I have every sympathy. Now, what we're going to look at here is we're going to use the same set of figures, but this time I'm just going to show you the difference. So it's 7, 13, 24. So I'm going to write 7, 13, 24. But this time you're multiplying by the current quantities. Okay, so by 150, by 250, by 350. Okay, and this is the sum of, so you add them up. Okay, divided by the prices in the original year, or the base year it's called, and this time you multiply by these figures as well. You're using current quantities to calculate this. 20 by 350. Now give me a minute till I work that out. Okay, so I just want to show you the difference quickly, is that the numbers, the prices, the prices on both are the same. 75, 75, 1310, 1310, and so on. But in the L'Esprit, you're using the quantities in the base year. In the Paasche, you're using the quantities in the year you're evaluating. Okay, yeah, so pause. Okay, the working out here gives me an answer of 123.91. It actually isn't that different, because if you think this one is supposed to be upward going, but I think it's because the quantities and the prices were going up consistently. The prices were going up all the time. Or sorry, the quantities were going up all the time, and that is unusual. So that would be the now, what does it say? The main takeaways here. Advantages are, it takes into consideration consumption patterns by using current quantities. It's not upward biased in terms of price increases compared to the L'Esprit. Disadvantage, data on current weightings can be difficult to obtain. Costlier than using a L'Esprit's price index. Honestly, I'm not sure why. Tends to underestimate the changes in price because the index already reflects changes in consumption patterns when consumers respond to. Well, that would make sense then. So, sorry, I'm just saying that would make sense that that these are similar, because yeah, but I would have thought the price change would have gone down. Anyway, I'm not an economist. I don't know why this is even on the course, but it's one of the things we have to do. The Paasche index is a price index used to measure change in price of quantities of a basket of goods and services relative to a specified base period price. The numerator of the index is the total expenditures of all items at the observation period using the observation period price and quantities. That's the number above the line. While the denominator is the total expenditures using base period prices and observation period quantities. It corrects for the upward price bias of the L'Esprit price index and also takes into consideration consumption patterns. However, it relies on current data and tends to understate changes in price. So it is like, I mean, what all you have to do, if they're as similar as that, the example I gave you, you would expect the Paasche to not be as high, and they're almost the same, and the Paasche is higher, so that's not a great example to use. In this different one, they use different figures here. So in the first good, you can see it going up, the second one going up, the third, they're all going up, so nothing's coming down. Quantities, up, up, up. So again, a strange... Because the buying patterns of things do change in households. They do. Anyway, just all you have to do is show the calculations. There's actually very little you can talk about other than say, this is going up, this is going down. But what this means, essentially, is they would suggest that the cost of living has gone up by 25% almost. And that's what wage agreements are based on. Do you know what I mean? That a lot of, you hear it in the news at the minute. We've got a phenomenally high, that would be big, but that's over a number of years. Okay? So, I'll leave it there before I bore you to tears. Oh, it stopped recording.